You know, y'all are really starting to piss me off with the disrespect. Like, it's really not even funny. I'm gonna tell you like this. I got a son. Biologically, he's not mine, but I raised him from day one up until he was 15 months old. It didn't take me long to realize how good of a person you had to be a parent, how good of a person you had to be, and realize that it wasn't about me the moment I cut his umbilical cord. But you want to sit here and tell me that I'm bitter or whatever. But yet here it is. You sit here and you don't know my situation. But here, let me give you a small synopsis. I raised a kid from day one that wasn't mine. I made sacrifices for him. I opened him up a savings account. I gave his mother all of my income tax money when I claimed both of them. Guess what? At the end of the day, I lost my fucking car. She got an iPad, an Apple Watch, and a cell phone out of me. And on top of that, I am in tons of debt now for sacrificing and taking care of a child that I didn't make. But you sit here and tell me that I'm angry and bitter and I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about by telling the truth about this? Wow.
Yo, what up? It's KC, the Red Pill Alpha, back at you fellas again with that motherfucking heat. Y'all already know what time it is. Wrists, elbows, and all the rest of that shit to the back of her neck, holding her down, locking her down, submerging her down with that motherfucking game. Please like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell. As soon as I'm done with these videos, piping hot status, you will get it down your phone into your ear, all ear candy game. Oh yeah. Got any comments, get at me in my Gmail, railsfargo12@gmail.com. That's RELLSFARGO12@gmail.com. And remember, drop a donation. I answer you. Whatever you got on your mind, get at me. Bring that shit out. And I get straight at you ASAP. The Patreon is on its way. I'm always say that because it is. Fellas, if you want to join me in my social media sites, get at me in my DM so I know who you are, you know, so we can avoid these trolls. And also, like this shit, share this shit, subscribe. It's the motherfucking message. Let's build these subscribers up so we can go live, so we can get on a motherfucking necks for real. You want to see me in action? Let's build these subscribers up. Let's go. Y'all just seen that video, right? A lot of fellas tend to go through what this guy's going through in the video. From birth all the way to 15 months and cutting the umbilical cord and, you know, raising that stepchild, and look what happened. He got used. Got pushed to the side. He's in debt. He's broke. He's young. He can recover. However, this is a bad start. This is something you don't want to start off at. You know, this is not what you want to do. You know, you young, you got a whole life ahead of you. You want to get on this shit immediately. This red pill shit is what you young fellas need. And by you looking in that video, bro, definitely need to pop one. A red pill ASAP. You know, I'm at the park right now, enjoying this little weather. It's good weather before it starts heating up again. You know, watching the little ducks and shit, you know, do their little things and, you know, whatnot. It's a little, you know, little scenery or something. I guess you see the little ducks when they down there. You might not see them, but they right through there playing and shit at the little pond and shit. Yeah, doing their thing. So it's always best to want peace around you, especially when you get older, because the shit that you seeing in that video isn't peace. It's definitely war. Now we're gonna get to it. Mr.Super thot, that's his name, lost it all at the end. And you see it in the video. Lost it all. Behind a bitch that ain't giving, you know, behind a bitch that she's not even receiving half or a quarter of what he's gave her from these other dudes that she's out fucking with. How much you want to bet? She fucking them because she like them. She like the way they look. She like the way they smell, the way they walk and talk. She likes them. It's something that she likes about them guys in that moment, that they don't have to do what he had to do or what he got to do in order to keep her in position. When you dealing with a chick like that, she utilized this guy for everything he had, and she ran off. You know, she ran off to another motherfucker. That's why I tell guys, you need to vet these bitches out before you take upon the title of having a relationship, before you actually attach yourself to that person before you attach yourself to her children. And that's something you don't want to do anyway, them ain't yours, you know. But, you know, you can't tell you fellas nothing. You're going to do what you're going to do. It is what it is, right? But, you always want to see what type of woman you're dealing with before you jump off into it. Give it some time. You know, let the bitch unmask herself. And a lot of you guys don't do that. You jump straight to it thinking that this is who she is. The facade she's putting off just to get you. Just to string you along with her bullshit. Let the bitch unmask herself. You guys allow these women to unmask themselves. Okay, I know you like her. She may have that heat down there. She may have that good sloppy or whatever. But allow her to unmask herself, fellas. Let's get to it. I don't want to take up this time, but let's get to it. Because this shit pissing me off, man. A subscriber sent me this video to school the youngsters about taking in another, you know, woman's child. See, what we have seen or heard about stepping up and taking on responsibility, you know, that doesn't concern us, have taken on a life of his own. It have. Now you see, this is what guys do. It went from speaking engagements and communities about helping out the young brothers that's out here doing violent things and out here selling drugs or out here just being misled without a father figure, to you guys actually stepping up, being the stepdad. Come on now, how the fuck y'all intertwine that? How y'all misconstrue that? But that's what it led to. And not you guys here in this generation, not my generation. It's generations before I came along. You know? And that's what we trying to do in this red pill community. Reverse that shit. Fuck all that. I myself was in a couple of situations that had, you know, that had me in the stepfather position. And I came out on the bottom. I didn't win. Shit. Not quite like this dude, but it could have been like him. You know, could have went that far. If I didn't have the game, or if I didn't allow myself to get out there and soak up the game. If I didn't allow myself to experience multiple women, to get that game and gravitate to what's actually facts. And what's facts is bitches will put themselves in survival. Man, they ain't got to put them, yeah, having kids, yeah, they put themselves in survival mode, but they alert. They are well aware of their survival mode and the tactics that they bring on you guys. Yeah, I just don't know what they do. And the only tactic they got is between their legs. That's it. Just sex. That's it. And look at everything that you have, but you let one thing bring you down. Come on, man. We got to do better. You know? Now, what we don't hear a lot is the cons of being a stepfather and what we're up against once we do involve ourselves in this kind of situation. A lot of men out here of different ethnicities and different backgrounds go through the same shit all the time. Hell, I know men that paid child support for kids or a kid that wasn't his or that wasn't theirs, bro, due to signing the birth certificate like a fool. Yeah, that goes on. Check this out. I literally just seen a white dude in the Whole Foods getting yelled at by a little, dude, by a little ass boy who had to be about 6 or 7 years old. I guess he told a little boy that he couldn't have something, candy or something. I don't know, I don't know. It could have been candy or something he told him he couldn't have, as he should as a man. And I don't know why he told him that, but he said no. He paid bills at home. He take care of your little ass, right? No means no. Little dude, man, that little dude start yelling at him, screaming, "You are not my dad." That's when I knew he was a stepfather. I'm like, man, the man stepped back and the kid moms told him, "I got this." Kid mom stuck in, "I got this." "What you mean you got this, bitch? I pay bills. I put shoes and clothes on his back. I got this." But this is what goes on, She ain't stepping in, "Hey, I got this," when it's time to help the little boy out and pay, take care of him, put the roof over his head, paying bills and shit, right? She ain't stepping up. She letting you do all that. But she's going to step up when it's time to discipline him. You see the bullshit that goes on? Huh? Do you see it? This is what goes on. This is the manipulation that goes on in these relationships with you guys playing stepdad. Now let's get back to it. And she started to get on the little boy's ass. You see what I'm talking about? I could guarantee you that the man helps out with the little boy and gets no respect from him. None. Kid or not, little motherfucker, your father isn't paying bills or keeping the roof over your head like that man is, and that's real. You know? I know they stay together because he was comfortably calling the kid by his name, telling him to chill out. It could not have been me. It could not be me. I'm taking shoes off motherfuckers' feet, disrespecting me. Clothes off your back. Food out your mouth. You got me fucked up. I'm the man of the household. You gonna listen, little dog. You know? I'm here, not your father. But, hey, you guys go for this shit. Anyway, this man have cut the guy in the video have cut the umbilical cord on another man's child. Got shook down by the mother for his paper. Lost out on everything. Now in major debt, all behind a bitch. You get me? Come on now. This is the definition of a true beta simp. Actually, he's the poster boy for being a sucker. The chick he's talking about that did him dirty either plotted this shit out or it fell into her lap because he's just a weak, just that damn weak. He could have got weak and it fell into her lap and she rubbed her hands together like Birdman and like, shit, I'm ready to do this motherfucker. Real shit. Or she could have plotted it out. Who knows, man? When they're in survival mode, man, you don't know their tactics. They just gonna come with that shit. You just gotta be aware. You gotta be prepared. You gotta be like one of the Marvel characters. Put up that shield and block that shit. Gun her ass back down. Get the fuck out of here, bitch. You know what I'm saying? By getting her away. Not murdering her. Let's clear that up. Not killing her. By getting her ass away from you, getting her up out of your life. That's how you gun her down. Get the fuck out of here. You know? I just believe he's just that weak. That's my opinion. I mean, look at this nerd. He doesn't have a strong bone in his body. These are the types of dudes that'll come up, that actually come clean up after the alpha gets done destroying. These are the type of dudes that they go looking for. Once that alpha, push her to the side. Bitch, you ain't shit. I'm steady looking. Fuck out of here. She settled for him. This type. Knew it in video. That's what she settled for. Man, this dude need to pop a red pill ASAP. He needs to pop one fast. If not, his future is boom, doomed. Like this shit, share this shit, subscribe. It's going to be the message. It's going to always be the message. Holla.